The idea of counting time is because we need some measure, we need some kind of milestone just to know are we going forward or backward in our lives. I want you to look, 2014, you as a human being, not your business, not your career, not other things, those things matter but you take care of that. But as a human being, have you moved forward or backward? This is something that you have to evaluate today. You must evaluate every night. But if you're a lousy accountant of life, at least once a year you must evaluate. If you evaluate once a decade, it'll be too late, believe me. You can't fix it. Once a day, once a week, once a month, if you're evaluating, you will be able to take corrective measures in one's life. At least once a year, if you're evaluating, have I moved forward as a human being or have I become backward? Simple way of checking this is 2013, how I was, 2014, am I a little more joyful human being? Am I a little more relaxed? Am I a little more compassionate? Am I a little more loving? You just have to check. Don't go by your family's judgment because there may be many local prejudice, you know. We don't know. Vested interests. Family, neighbors, friends, these are all vested interests. If you don't do what they think you should do, they will think you have fallen. 33 years ago, everybody thought I have fallen and lost my mind. Today the same people clap their hands, that's different, because that's for a different reason. But I'm saying, even if you've taken enough positive steps, somebody else may be saying something, so I don't want somebody else's evaluation of who you are. Within yourself, sincerely you look and see, have you moved forward as a human being? Because you're 1 year closer to your grave. Are you going to at least die as a better human being, if not live? Suppose you and me die tomorrow morning, are we dying as a little better human beings than what we were a year ago? This is an important question. If we live, wonderful. Suppose we die, there's no regret. Very important or no? If we live as better human beings, wonderful for us, wonderful for everybody around us. Suppose we die, at least there's no regret, what a horrible creature I am and I'm dying, and everybody will be glad, that's different. So if you're going to make people around you joyful and relieved only when you die, that's that's not a good way to live. They're joyful because of your presence is good. They're joyful because you're absent is not a good thing. It's important. It's important to check this. And the coming year, you must have a plan. How to become a better human being than the way I was in 2014. I want you to have a clear-cut plan. How am I going to be a better human being? What is my plan? You must have a plan of your own. So how much of a body are you? How much of intelligence are you? How much of consciousness are you? Accordingly, your experience of time. If you are too much of a body, time rolls very slowly, very difficult. You have to push it and go. If you have a little bit of intellectual crackle going on, just in one thought, a day goes away. Hello? A single thought may occupy a day, but if you're conscious, it's like that. What is 100 years for somebody is like a minute for you, just gone. Is it a good thing? Yes, it's up to you whether to carry this as a millstone upon your neck or just let it roll easy, or it's a flywheel that drives everything. Actually, it's a flywheel that drives everything. It is in this moment of time that both creation and its source exists, isn't it? Hello? It is a platform. upon which the entire creation has happened. You experience it as a cumulative process of minutes, hours and days and weeks and months, only because you're deeply, deeply identified with life, with the physical body. Because of individual entity, there is cumulative nature of time. Otherwise, this moment, people say it's a fleeting moment. When did this moment go away in your life? Please tell me, how can you say it is fleeting? It is an eternal moment, isn't it? It's for an ever moment. Did ever this moment go away from you? Did such a thing happen? Oh, only certain people are teaching you, be in the moment, otherwise it'll go away. It will not go away anywhere. You are always in the moment only. Mind wanders, but it should, otherwise what's the use? What is the use of what you call as my mind if it cannot feed upon the past and create a future? That's its business, isn't it? People are complaining about this. They want their brains frozen because they're not able to handle the activity of their mind. This brain, which took millions of years to evolve, unfortunately, they didn't figure how to handle it. Now they're seeing how to freeze it so that it doesn't bother them. Some of them are preserving it in alcohol, particularly today. Do not misunderstand them. They're only trying to preserve because they want to donate their organs and use their brains elsewhere. They're preserving it in alcohol so that it stays for a long time. In our life, inevitably, we want to count one more year is over. So at the most, time can be seen as a milestone, but it's not a pathway to travel upon. You cannot use time as a pathway. It is at the most a milestone to tell you that… to give you some sense of… No, it won't tell you where you are. That needs GPS. It just tells you how much is gone by. So, gives you some sense of what to do and what not to do, because as long as we exist here as physical entity, time is getting over for this one.